Well, the skies are clear, the sun is out, but don't be deceived. There's a big-time nip in the air on this crisp autumn day at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
18-yard line.
Ready? Cougar 19. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Running left is Tracy. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
60 by 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson.
Complete to Theo
The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
3rd down, here's Tracy. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 11. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Kayvon Thibodeau beat the O-line and recorded the sack. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll run for the first down with Saquon Barkley. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Giants, nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Tracy going to get it on first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game, because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Mustang 19.
2nd and 11.
Complete right side to Hyatt.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Now this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
For the Giants.
And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Barkley inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's caught. Smith. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
It's a gain of 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
No touch.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second and 5 from the 8.
Very set. 180. No touch. Set. No touch.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Eagles 14. Giants nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They're going to look to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Good. Set. Scrimmage.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Barkley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
Eagles.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
That's the score. Eagles 21. Giants nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
18 Cardinal, 18, cut 19, cut 19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
On to give, it's Tracy. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And the Giants first down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
No touch. No touch.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
10. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Just what they needed, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Okay,
this
ready?
offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
70 Lions. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on the block for New York. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And now he's got him at a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal.
Sets up 1st down and goal at the 8-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
On play action, they'll throw. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
70, 18, 5 years.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
And that big game may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hurt. 60 Bobcat.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Second down and 6 now. Again, it's Barkley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Giants. From 3 yards out. And the Giants take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A little juke. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. A third down gain of 19.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Giants 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Seven Pirates, Viking 18.
Back to throw. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
870, dribble. Trap 60, trap 60.
The setup a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hey, check that. Street. Let's go.
Now back to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
60 Bison. Buffalo 18. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Come on. Set. Ready.
They'll hand it to Tracy. up there, tackled down at the 1. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Bronco 80.
Now it's Tracy, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
A very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Come on, set. 70 Lions.
take a knee.
Cowboy 80.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia.